Good morning, everyone. It is July 5th. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning, and just like yesterday, today we are still at Rila Monastery. Last night was a pretty cool experience. We came to Rila yesterday during the afternoon, and we actually stayed last night in one of the former cells where the monks used to live. They've actually opened them up, and now they're a hotel of sorts. They're maybe $10 a night to stay. It's pretty primitive sleeping arrangements as far as just like a cot bed, and there aren't toilets in the rooms or showers in the rooms. There's one at the end of the hallway where everyone shares. But I've woken up, and this is the sight that I see out the door. Here you can see this is Rila Monastery. Alright, now I'm going to show you our living quarters. Alright, as you can see, we're in cell number 51.
So here's our kitchen.
Here's our little kitchen.
And then here's our sink.
Stove. Here's a little sink.
And then that's our bed.
And then here's where we slept last night. So as you can see, it's pretty primitive. But we're just kidding. I'll show you actually where we slept last night. Alright, as you can see, it's just a bunch of beds. Little cots, but it was actually pretty comfortable. I slept pretty good. And there you can see the ceiling. But the coolest thing about the rooms is that as soon as you walk out, you can see the monastery. You can see up in the distance, it's a little bit sunny so you may not be able to see, but you can see the mountains in the distance. But a lot of these buildings date back to the 1800s and even before. There was a monk, a famous monk named Rila who lived here. And he lived in, I believe, the 800s. But yesterday we actually went hiking up in the mountains, and we found a miracle spring that was supposed to heal people. But then also there was his cave where he lived. He lived for 13 years in a cave, and then for 7 years he lived just out in the open. So as you can see, they chose a really beautiful spot to build the monastery. The center building is the main church, and we went in it yesterday. You can't take any videos or photos of it inside, but there are a lot of frescoes, and you can see those on the side of the church, depicting different scenes. There are a lot of, I think, relics of former saints in there, and probably Saint Rila, that people were paying their respects to. There's also a bell tower in the background, which goes off every hour, which it didn't go off every hour throughout the night, but it did last night when we were about to go to sleep. But as you can see, it's pretty quiet here for now. This is one of the top Bulgarian tourist sites, so throughout the day it'll get quite crowded, but it really is a beautiful location.